The Trinchero family has always had this prestige to it. The family is a legacy. They established Napa Valley. In the late 40s, they were one of 15 wineries that really built this appellation. Yes, my name is Landon Donley. So I'm the winemaker at Trinchero, Napa Valley. So I've been in the wine industry for 18 years now. One of the aspects of T&V that I'm really excited about is the fact that we farm in-house, that we are site-driven estate vineyards with the perfect winery to make it. There's an energy and an excitement when it comes to winemaking. I love that we see things once a year, and I love that it's kind of ever-changing at the same time. So the first time I saw the winemaking facility, I have to say I was quite blown away. There's something really special that never really gets done, and that is when wineries are built, a lot of times they're either built for one of two reasons. The first one is more of beautification, almost more of a hospitality-driven site, to where when people come, they're blown away. However, as a winemaker, I can say it doesn't always work well for making high-quality wine. Generally, you're not allowed to get wine stains on the floor. You can't roll barrels across marble. And then you have the other spectrum where it's actually geared much more toward winemaking and not so much more on the beautification side. Sometimes more of a warehouse setting that's just built around logistics and winemaking. Trinchero and Napa Valley is both. So I have to say, when I walked in, I was blown away. As a winemaker, we're quite picky. We always want to change something. There's not one aspect I change about this winery. So the estate vineyards at T&V, first off, I have to say it is a complete portfolio. I love the fact that when these vineyards all have a unique personality within a different appellation that really kind of speaks to, I think, the vision of the Trincheros. My biggest challenge, and something that will continue to find a challenge, is how to balance my time between being in the vineyard as much as possible and in the winery. Because I feel like there are so many great things to learn and to continue to grow in both areas. All the vineyards at T&V, I have to say there's not one that's my favorite. I'm actually the most excited about defining the personality for each site. So when I went to Haystack, which is up in Atlas Peak, I love the fact that it sits on top, high elevation, with this beautiful west-facing exposure that I really feel like is going to help us bring power and density to this wine. Then we go across the valley to Mount Veeder. And Mount Veeder, if you visit this site, you'll see that it's tucked in by all types of trees and vegetation. And it doesn't see nearly the light that Haystack sees. And so what I expect from this is much more kind of classic, nuanced aromas and flavors. And at the same time, I do feel like there's a lot of secondary elements that we're going to pick up from this site that will make this wine truly unique. And one thing that is quite interesting when we're looking at the two mountain sites that are with Trinchero, that is very fascinating to me, is when you're driving down Highway 29 or Silverado South, and you look to the left at the Vaca Range, then you look to the right at the Mayacaman Range, you're going to see what grows in these mountains are completely different. That truly defines what these wines are about. One aspect that excited me to come to Trinchero Napa Valley was to bring the ability to make site-driven wines with true personality. I believe that if we plan and if we work hard and if we're dedicated, we can make great things.